Hi everyone. Okay, so I fixed this lighting on the camera, but I'm not sure what's going to happen. So hopefully it's better. I won't know till I'm done. Buzz and Cat are really tired. So they will be snoring the whole entire video. What else is new? But yes, they have decided that life is grand today. It's Sunday. And Tim's at work, so I'm in my craft room, and this is where they're happy at. So, okay, let's get started. So we are using Echo Park Good Day Sunshine. We have yet to get to the dang beach, you guys. Yet to get there. Oh, we need to get there so bad. So we keep wanting to go. We keep wanting to go, and then just something happens. And then even like tomorrow, we had Tim's working, so I had plans to go get him, or he was going to come home in the morning. And then I was going to go to wait for him to get home, and then we were going to go. And then we're like, oh yeah, we can't, because I have to take Cordell to the next town over to do his, to register for his classes. So I'm like, huh. So that blew that morning, because I only like going in the morning, because we're still a little, well, we're not a little town anymore. We used to be a little town. Now we're on the map, and there's only 2-lane roads to get in and out of where we live. So, and then everybody moves to our town because it's cheaper. Like, when you live in Gilroy, anything past Gilroy, so if you live in Gilroy, Morgan Hill and stuff, your mortgage is over $3,000 a month. And that's if you're lucky. If you're lucky. If not, it's about $5,000 a month. So, well, when you buy here where we live, it's still cheap enough that you would be able to buy a nicer house and pay about, backwards, rookie move, you would be able, you would pay $3,000, and like people have their rent, and it is people are paying $2,800 a month just to rent like a 1,600 square foot house, and it's just ridiculous. It really is. So people are paying that. I mean, like I said, I think I told you guys before, my in-laws, my sister-in-law and brother-in-law, they're paying like $3,200 a month in rent. So, and they're in a neighborhood that is just wall-to-wall people, and it's just like, it's just crazy. So that's why we decided not to sell our house and move and start renting, was because it was cheaper for us to keep our house, to own it, than it was for us to go out and rent. And plus, nobody lets you have pets anymore. So when that whole boom hit here, everybody was having to abandon their animals, and it was just the saddest times too. And but no, unless you go live under a bridge, nobody would let you have your animal. So that's what a lot of people elected to do too, because it was ridiculous. You know, these babies. I mean, I would go live under a bridge. Yeah, I would not give up my babies at all. So yeah. So like I told Tim, if we ever find ourselves with homeless, then we will have the best bedazzled cardboard box ever. I was all because I refused to let go of my babies. So yeah, it was crazy. So all these animal shelters were overflowing. You know, it was just awful time of someone's life, and it was during when the rock bottom hit on all the housing and stuff. So anyways, so just to say that we live in a town that is there's only a 2-road lane, like everywhere. I think we can get out 1, 2, 3. We can get out 4 ways out of our town, because we're kind of in the bowl. We're in a bowl, and we can get out of our town, but it will be chaos. It will be chaos. And you're better off just staying home. And that's why, you know, when I'm like, oh my gosh, you know, Hobby Lobby is like 40 minutes away from us, you would think it's okay, you know, like, oh my God, I wish I had a Hobby Lobby. No, not when you have to deal with the traffic and the people drive like maniacs nowadays. There is no fun in driving. There's no, it is, you better get out of the way. Like if you live in like Wisconsin, because Wisconsin was like the biggest thing for us. If you live in Wisconsin, then you come to California and you want to drive California, you better be prepared to get flipped off, honked at, if you are not going over 80 miles an hour on the highway. So just, you have to be prepared. And it's just, you know, so it's chaos. Everybody has to get somewhere, right? And it's like, you can't just wake up earlier. No, you have to basically run people off the road now. And it's crazy. So me wanting to go out of our town, I only try and do it in the morning, and that's pretty much it. And once it's like after 10 o'clock, I don't want to leave town, because that means we'll get home later, and that just means being stuck in traffic and people whizzing by you and just trying to run you off the road. So I'm just like, you know, road rage is huge here, and so yeah, we will just keep our brown butt home. So I don't want to go out. And so when I have to go to Gilroy tomorrow to take Cordell, it'll be in first thing in the morning, because that way I don't have to deal with people, and it'll be too late for us to leave town to go to the beach. So again, we don't go to the beach. And he works Tuesday and Thursday for sure. Those are his regular tour days. And then Tim will be home Monday, Wednesday, Friday, if he doesn't get overtime. So I'm hoping at that point to be able to go to the beach, because seriously, we have not gone this summer at all. I mean, we've been busy, so it's not like I'm complaining, but I just, you know, I want to go to the beach. We have our little hut, and I want to read my book, and yeah. So this was 4th of July week, and Tim was home, actually. It's always hit and miss if he's home during holidays. Most of the time he's not, because he always takes the overtime anyways. And since our kids are, one's gone to her own house, and then Cordell doesn't leave his bedroom for anything except for food and going into the bathroom, then then we don't go anywhere. I mean, we don't do anything, so he just takes the overtime, and that's fine. And hold on, let me get this glue off, because I put too much. And so he was actually home, and he barbecued, and I think, yeah, this is before we left to our trip. So he did that. Well, so we had he made dry dip, and he did shrimp, and we did baked potatoes. You guys have seen our food before, because we just love this food. Love this food. It is like our favorite meal, and we are in heaven during these days. And yeah, so it was pretty simple. Okay, so let me tell you a little story about this little puppy. Oh my god, this dog was so cute. So this is a picture of Tim. Okay, so Ewok. Ewok is Cheyenne's dog, but but my parents have custody of it right now, because Cheyenne doesn't have her own home, and when you know, they don't allow dogs anyways. So Ewok went to go live with my parents, and Ewok, if you pick up this little Shih Tzu, holy crud, I think they're supposed to weigh like 8 to 10 pounds. This dog like weighs 20 pounds. It's grandma's house, that is for sure. It is living the life at my parents' house, and it gets groomed every 2 months, I think that it needs, or 6 weeks. And then yeah, she, you know, my mom dresses up Ewok, and then, oh my god, they're funny with this dog, because they are not, you know, they've never been real true dog people, so it's just weird. But they love him. But they went to Vegas, because my dad really loves basketball, and they went to the NBA something in Vegas, the NBA something, and well, they went, and he so they needed Ewok to stay. They paid Cordell to watch Ewok. Well, our fencing that we have in our backyard it's enough to keep the big dogs in, our dogs in, but not little dogs. And he was going to fix the fence anyways, because I can't adopt a Chihuahua unless this goes here, but I don't know why it's not working. And I don't know why but anyway, so we had to fix the fence in order to keep Ewok here, because we were leaving, you know, hairball. We were leaving in a few days, and so the fence had to be fixed anyways, because I want to adopt a Chihuahua, and then but Ewok was coming sooner than that, so we had to fix the fence sooner. So the boys were out there and they fixed it and they made it all secure. Luckily they did, because well, I saw that, you know, they did, and so I said, you know what, I did a shout out on our local Facebook page and said, hey, because we have a lot of people who unfortunately leave their puppies outside, and you know, all day long. It really is sad. And so they're outside by themselves, and then when they're scared of the fireworks, they jump fences, they hurt themselves, and it's so sad. So sad. And so I said, well, you know what, we have a secure fence now, so I can take in the scared, you know, puppies, and the smaller dogs I can bring into the house. I wouldn't take a bigger dog because the bullies are kind of weird, and I didn't want them to get hurt. And so then you can't just trust any dog, right? So I didn't want to do that. So I said I would take in the little ones. So I said, hey, if anyone finds little dogs and, you know, the shelter's kennels are full, bring them up to me and I will hold them until the owners are found. And so like an hour later, I got the first PM that said, hey, you know, here you go. And so she came into our lives, and oh my God. Okay, so, and Tim, you know, he's like, okay, let's do this. And because I told him after the fact, I don't do the whole permission thing. This is my house, so I didn't ask for permission. And that's funny. But so I told Tim after the fact, and then I said, oh, hey, we're going to get our first one. He's like, okay, cool. He's like, well, what do you need? And so I told him, and then so he made it happen. And we get this puppy, and because we secured off the living room, so because our family room is concrete, and so I didn't mind having someone, a strange dog in there, you know, if they had to use the restroom and they had an accident on the floor, no big deal, because it's concrete. It's just, you know, sanitizer, and that's about it. So it's not a problem. And so we secured that area off from our puppies, and we brought her in, and Tim was like, oh, he's like, oh, okay. So I said, here, hold her while I, you know, get things situated. And so he was holding her, and he was on the couch, and he was just petting her, and they were buddies the whole night. They were buddies, and this is her just on the couch. He's just petting her, and she's just like in heaven, and it was just the cutest thing ever. So of course I'm taking pictures galore, because I'm like, oh my gosh, she's so cute. And that night we went to go watch movies in the bedroom, and we took her with us, and so I was holding on to her the whole time, because the bullies are like, what are you holding, Mom? You know, they're like, oh, is this a snack? You know, so because the bullies are kind of mean, and they don't mean to be, but they're, you know, especially Kat. She's really mean, and she's not a true bully, because she's crazy, and she likes to attack, and she's yeah. So anyway, so we had to be careful with her. So Tim's on the bed. I'm on my tan nook on the chair, just holding on to her, watching movies. And then I was getting tired, and I said, okay, you know, do you want to take her? And he's like, yeah. So he sat on the chair, whoops, and he took her. And so, and she was just like this little parrot. She kind of like climbed up onto his shoulder, and it was the cutest thing ever. And I'm like, oh my God, I want you. And so I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna be I can't be a foster, because I'm gonna be like, no, you're not going anywhere, you're staying here, you're mine. And so we could, you know, that's not good. And so so yeah, so she was like a little parrot, and she would climb up on it, and then it was my turn to hold her, and oh my God, she rested her head on my shoulder, and oh, she had my heart. She had my heart. I wanted her so bad. So the rescue lady came in the morning, or in the afternoon, or the day after, and grabbed her, and I said, I want her. I said, if nobody claims her, I want her. And so they had all my information. Well, about an hour after she went to the animal shelter, the owners came and got her, and I'm like, no. I'm like, but I wanted her. So I thought that was so sad. I'm like, she was just the cutest thing ever. She really was such an adorable baby. So anyways, so, okay, so this is what these pictures were about. And then, remember I told you, oh my God, I'm loving this author. Well, I've already read the Karen Chance, and she's been in my other PL layouts. But the books that I read with her were the Dory books. And, oh my God, I started reading her original books. Oh my God, I'm devouring them. I really am. I'm like, I can't get enough. And so, yeah, they're just so good. So good. That's what I've been doing too, is reading for days now, because I can't get enough of it. And this author I liked, the first book I read of her, but this book sucked. This book was like, oh my God, this is so boring. That's how it was. It was like, this is so boring. And so I did what I usually just toss them and don't worry about it, but I was like, okay, well, let me read the end. So I skipped to the end, you guys. It was just, and then they had a little short in the back, so I read the whole short, so that's why, and the short was better than the whole book. And I'm like, oh my God. So yeah, so I'm kind of like going, okay, I'll wait for the next, because I liked her first book that I read, and so I bought more of them on eBay for like $2, and now I'm like, I don't want to read them. So now I'm kind of hesitant. So, but I've been in love with Karen's books right now, Karen Chance, and oh yeah, they're fabulous. Fabulous. So my husband is now an official, he can carry concealed now, which I'm ecstatic. You know, like I said before, the good guys need to be, you know, armed, and he is like the best person that you want on your side. And so he's not a road rager, or he's not, you know, he's level-headed, and, you know, I mean, he's a captain in the fire department, so hey, you know, he's got to be. And he's got a lot of responsibilities, and so he was able to get it. But this day we had to go, because, you know, they don't just give it to you because, you know, oh, you look sane, you know, nothing like that. So he had to do a psych eval and all that stuff, and so we had to go well, everything we do, we have to leave our town. So we left our town and went to the other town, the city that we had to go to, and he did his psych eval. And while we were waiting, because we got there really early, because he wanted to make sure he wasn't late, and so we scoped the place out, and then we said, well, let's go eat dinner. And so we went to this place called the City Fish in Cupertino. Oh my God, it was so good. This is like a prelude. Almost sounds like a praline, but to New Orleans. But this was so good. We had the seafood platter. Oh, it was so good, you guys. It just, oh, I love seafood. And so yeah, so we had that, and he became official like 3 days ago, I think it was. Oh, talk about now he's just reading up on all the laws where we go, you know, planes, all that kind of stuff. So he does his research, and so he is really, you know, up and up on the law and stuff. So that's cool. I'm so proud of him. But when we went back, because he had to get someone to cover for him because he was working this day, we went back and they were on a call. And so so I had an opportunity, because I was just, you know, talking with him still since he was by himself. And so I took a picture of their quarters, you know, of their not their quarters, but where the uniforms go. I'm not sure if you can see that, but that's where their uniforms go, and this is his rack. And so I just thought, you know, I'm gonna take a picture of it, because I usually don't, because, you know, usually there's everybody there. But since it was just us two, I was like, click, click, click. Not that I couldn't when people are there, it's just, you know, that's all. Okay guys, let me say thank you to Mish D, Pamela Williams, Scrappin' Alley, Scrapping Posh, and Crafty Kink. Thank you so much for your love and support, and everybody else out there who watches. Thank you so much. Love you guys so much. All right guys, have a great weekend. What do you think, Vanahans? I love it. I think it's awesome. So I need to worry about this glare right here, because I got rid of this one. Now I gotta see this one. But yeah, anyways, let me see if I can put my body over it. Can I put my body over it? Oh, kind of. Okay. That'll work, right? Just, it's very uncomfortable. All right, guys, take care. Have a great week. And I'm starting week 28, so it'll be a little bit. All right, guys, take care. Bye.